Hey guys, today I wanted to show you this precision scale Iron Horse Models Pacific Coast Shay. This one in particular is the, it's kind of hard to see, but it's the Pacific Coast Shay. These were built or imported, they were sold in 1995. You can see, just the box is in beautiful condition. Except for that little bit right there, that might just be from someone, I guess, like a price tag or something. So there you go. Got it. Go to the step-by-step instructions to take this thing apart. Has a 200-to-1 gear ratio. This one does not have that further wrapping, so maybe someone must have already installed it. These shays can get pretty noisy. There we go. Look there. It's got an extra bag of screws. That's about it. And that one. And we got a pipe and 2 windows. Okay, I guess we'll start with the tender, or whatever you call it. If you get the focus there, you can see. It's just a beautiful tender. So, I think I thought a piece fell off, but it's just that, the gear. So you can see how you attach it to the model is you screw it in, almost kind of like, I guess, the real version. You can see it's got lights. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I guess you kind of can. It's a basic tender, but you can see the wires going to the pickup. So if you put this on the track just by itself, that tender will light up. I actually don't know if it will. I think it's so. I'll test it out. But you can actually kind of see, there's no coupler installed, so no one's really ever run it. And then you can kind of see on the bottom that wood floor detail. And that's like the little things you get when you pay for a model like this. I don't remember what the exact cost what these were in the original days. Now these go for $800 or $900, depending on how nice they are. And this one is very nice. You can see just the detail. All the lettering. Beautiful. You can see in there the interior, the detail on the interior, and it's all hand built. One thing about these shays is you gotta be careful about the front drive gear. If we turn it around, you can see, I think this stripe is decal. I don't know if it came from the factory like that, but it does have factory lettering. Not factory lettering, factory lights on the front too. Just kind of like that tri-tone kind of colors. The matte steel, and then the stainless steel, and then the black. It's beautiful, and then all that piping on there. This is an oil burner, if you can see. If you flip it over, you can see the drive. This has a very similar drive mechanism to a PFM United Shay, which were much more common, obviously. The Pacific Coast Shays by them are still pretty pricey. I'm gonna put this thing on the track, and then I'll show you how it runs. So now that we have this on the track, sorry about that, that was on. That is one of my diesels. Let me turn it off. sorry, it might just make those noises, but now that we have the Shay on the track, you can see it has the nights are kind of nice. Not too bright. I feel like on a locomotive, you know how it goes bright blue LED lights, it looks not real, but yeah, the bulb ones are nice. So you can see, it does have that noise, but this thing has never been run before. You can see. I mean, it runs pretty nicely. I mean, the amount of moving parts and stuff in there, it's kind of hard not to make noise. I think it's a beautiful locomotive. I think this is definitely much more of a collector's item. I mean, PSC even makes less rare versions of this. I think are later, but I mean, this one's you can't really beat this. Let me go back. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, that's what I like brass. I mean, there's no Shay that could beat this. I mean, there's no plastic Shay that, I mean, they may look okay, but it's not this. I mean, it doesn't that robust feeling. This was hand built in 1995. You can't really beat that. Especially those Bachman Shays. I mean, considering that they last about 5 seconds and then the gears go snap. You have to replace those, and that's a pain in the ass. But these and United Shays, I mean, I have a United Shay from 1958, 9. Works perfectly. I put DCC inside of it, put a new motor in there. Didn't even top out the gearbox. It runs perfectly fine. Runs beautifully. I mean, it's a little noisy, but if you put sound in it, you won't notice. There's just something about a brass engine, you know. You can't really beat it. Just the feeling of, you know, kind of robustness. I mean, I already said it, but I mean, sure, and it may not pull as well. I mean that mountain, this may not pull as well as the BLI one, but I mean, that one will last longer than the BLI one ever will. I mean, then the decoder goes bad. But I mean, that's just a beautiful engine. I mean, PFM Shays built by United. I mean, those are beautiful. I mean, the Nakamura Shays. Those are beautiful. And there's just so many beautiful brass Shays. I mean, this is a dead spot, but there's so many beautiful brass Shays. And they're not that hard to find. I mean, you can always find a brass Shay. It'll always work. Oh, also, I make a theory about earlier that turns on even if that isn't turned on. It's correct. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.